Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. So, let's talk about what's trending in Nigeria. So, there's this news that have been flying all over the internet that DSS DG, that's DSS boss, built Islamic schools in Kaduna State. Guys, you all know that this is a very wrong thing to do. This is wrong. Anyone that will support this is in support of selective justice in Nigeria. This has caused controversy. A lot of Nigerians has come out to condemn the act. So the question is, where did the DSS boss get this money from? Because you and I know that he's not even up to 6 months in office. So where did he get the money from? And then another question we should ask ourselves, these are the questions that Nigerians should be asking. What is the business of DSS boss and building Islamic school? DSS is a security agent, it's a security department. What business do DSS have with building a religious school, an Islamic school? Why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention? And also, looking at the insecurity challenges we have in Nigeria. You guys know what's happening in Nigeria. It's no longer a new story. This thing happens every day. These bad guys buy a lot of Nigerians on a daily basis. It's no longer a new thing. So why all these things are happening? DSS DG is busy building Islamic schools, building a religious school. This is selective justice. If they claim that this Islamic school, they claim that they are doing, what they have in mind is, to build one Nigeria. Why don't they go to the east and say we want to build schools for Christians? Why don't they go to the south to build schools? Why is it they must build an Islamic school? DSS claims that he's doing this thing because of he wants to build one Nigeria, but then you will see that it's only Islamic school, it's only in the north that he will build it. So one of the questions I raised up, because these are the questions Nigerians should be asking, is where did he get the money from? He's not up to 6 months. Like, could he raise that kind of money? Because he claimed that he did it through his personal funds. So how did he get the money from? Money they are supposed to use to curb insecurity in Nigeria. Money they're supposed to use to build things that will detect where these bad guys are hiding. These people are just silent when it comes to insecurity matters. But when you see them act, is doing irrelevant thing, building Islamic school in Kaduna State. So the second question is, what is the business of the DSS in building Islamic schools? Like, it's not even his role at all. That's not what he's supposed to do. And then the last question is, this Islamic school, what is the essence? Will it help to curb insecurity in Nigeria? These are the questions Nigerians need to ask. Before we move into details, let's look at this article. Let's see what it says. So here it says DSS boss donates Islamic schools to Kaduna community. Reading on, it says the Islamic Center So reading on, it says the Islamic Center, which was named after the president, Tinubu, was presented on behalf of the DSS boss by a retired director of the service, Alhaji Ahmed Zauma, at the second Quranic graduation ceremony of 22 students at the school on Saturday. Ajayi at the event explained that the law empowered the DSS to prevent five major threats to internal security in the country, including espionage and insurgency, sabotage, subversion, and terrorism. Reading on, it says, so reading on, it says, the reading on, it says, So reading on, it says the latest of such is the building of donation of the well-furnished modern Islamic schools with support from my friends, associates, which also reflects the core mandate of President Tinubu. So remember, he built the school, and remember he named it after President Bola Tinubu. So it says it's also part of my policy to improve the nation's internal security architecture through conventional and non-conventional engagement. He said this is what the DSS is saying. So the DSS boss said he chose the channel. He said he chose the channel. He said the DSS boss said he chose to channel the support of the well-being. Sorry, let me take it again. It says the DSS boss said he chose to channel the support for the well-being of vulnerable and needy groups through several social projects, including building of schools, place of worship, and sports centers, among others. So he, however, said he did not use operational funds or budgetary provision for this philanthropic gesture aimed at winning the hearts of vulnerable population towards defeating insurgency and terrorism. So DSS boss claims that building Islamic schools in Kaduna is going to defeat terrorism in the north. This is what he claims. So reading on, it says, I have always channeled parts of corporate social responsibility and other financial support from stakeholders for such purposes. So the Sultan of Sokoto has also commended him. Looking at what DSS boss said, he said that he did not use operational funds or budgetary provisions for the work, that he used his personal funds to build this school. So imagine, the Sultan of Sokoto has also commended him. This is to tell you what is happening in Nigeria. So he says that Sultan hails DSS DG Ajayi for building Islamic schools. So looking at what is happening now, Nigerians are, questioning the DSS, saying that, why don't you use this money? Looking at, he has many things at his hand. He has many things on his desk. Looking at the insecurity in the country now, he's supposed to use these funds and, build things that would detect where these bad guys are and arrest them or catch them. But he's busy building schools for the Muslims. Now, looking at what is happening, normally the government, Tinubu, is supposed to condemn the act, but because Nigeria will always be Nigeria, and then the president is a Muslim, the vice president is also a Muslim. So he will not do anything because he's in support of what he's doing. Somebody that is supposed to be protecting the nation. Look at what is happening. Anyways, let me play you guys a video to hear what this guy said. This guy said a lot of things concerning Nnamdi Kanu and the way DSS boss is busy building schools for Islamic school, for building school for the North. Guys, take a look at this video.
While Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in the DSS dungeon for over 4 years, the DSS has gone to the north, to build Islamic center, to build Islamic school for the north. Then you are holding Nnamdi Kanu, a Christian, in the south. You are holding Nnamdi Kanu, an Igbo man from the south, in the prison for four years. And you carry billions of naira and go to the north to build schools. Tomorrow you ask, why is it that Nigeria feel that they don't belong to this country? You keep on asking the questions. Why is it that it is as if our security agencies sometimes, are more emotional to the plight of the north than the southerners? Because even during SARS, people talked about SARS. That SARS itself does not even work in the north. There is no SARS in the north. How many times do you hear EFCC rage in the north? How many times do you hear DSS arrest somebody from the north? It's obvious now. It looks as if our security agencies are serving a section of the country. Look at all the high-profile arrests that have been made from the south. We are talking about social justice. We're talking about emotional justice. We're talking about doing the right things. Is this how you do the right thing? How many times has the DSS gone to the south to build a church? No, I want to know. Fact check me. Or to build a Christian center, or build a wonderful school that will serve people of the south. How many times? DSS is not a Ministry of Education. DSS is not even a federal ministry or an agency that is into education. So what is the DSS doing? Building such an infrastructure that costs lots of money in the north. Because I don't know if it's in the mandate of the DSS to do such things. I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe you can check it yourself. I'm very surprised that you hold a man against trial for 4 years because he's from the south. I am telling you, if Nnamdi Kanu was from the north, you will never hold him for 1 hour. Look at the people who have been accused of sabotage in our economy, who are from the north. Look at the people who have stolen money. The EFCC has called their name, they're from the north. Look at the sponsors of Boko Haram. The list is there. The list is there. The other day it was released for Nigeria to see. That look at people, how many of them have been caught? How many of them are in DSS dungeon? How many? Selective justice. Then you wake up one day and say you want to build school in the north. Islamic school of all schools that you went to build. Islamic school. Who told you that the north needs Islamic school? Who told you that northerners need more Islamic school? In fact, last time I checked, there are enough Islamic schools in the north, than even normal schools. I'm sure every street nook and cranny has somewhere that they learn Quran, that they cram Quran and co. They're not looking for Islamic schools. What they're looking for in the north is solve insecurity. They want to be at peace. The ravaging insecurity is going on in the north. There is a kind of takeover from bandits, banditry, poverty. These are the things that you should solve in the north. The role of DSS is to counter terrorism, to counter it. And that you should be doing. That money you spent building that school should have been put into intelligence gathering. Should have supported the community's intelligence gathering. You should have set up local vigilantes for them. Empower them with small, light arms. Build some kind of command and control centers. Equip their local, authorities, the village chiefs and village heads with intelligence. This money should have been put to good use that will yield results. But building schools that, end of the day, may even remain empty because they have more than enough. So tell me, was this all about building schools? Or just showing where your loyalty belongs? It's very hurtful that some people in the south are suffering injustice while federal institutions that are supposed to preach neutrality are openly showing where their loyalties lie. So this is a step in the wrong direction. Do you know how much money was put into this project? In fact, since you have decided to build that school in the north, we are calling upon you to show reciprocity, to also show balance, to also show national unity, and in the interest of national unity, you will carry another money, go to the south, whether it is the southwest or southeast or south, you must go to the south and build a big church. You will build a big church and also commission it. You can imagine the kind of things we do. And later on, when people talk, you say people are trying to incite. You are very fond of incitement word. Incitement here and there. Any small thing, incitement. You can use it in form of that word and arrest the whole Nigerians. Because last time I checked, every Nigerian has incited. But what is more insightful than knowing what people want and still not doing it? Look, Islamic school is a school. It's a school people go and learn Islam. Fine, well and good. If it's for Islam, their governors have done enough to promote Islam in their states. In fact, there is no other governor who has not, injected billions of naira in promoting Islam in the states. So that's why I'm saying you carrying money from federal government to go to Kaduna to build that school is just a waste of resources. Because I'm telling you again that they have more than enough Islamic infrastructure in those states. If you want to help the North, provide quality health care, because you know maternal mortality, malnutrition, out of school children is in the North, and such things breed criminality. When people are out of school, people don't feed well, and people are hungry, they will definitely take into crime. Unemployment too. That is what is breeding this Boko Haram, this ISWAP, this jihadists, and this bandits here and there. It is it. And this school is not going to stop banditry. DSS should not be engaging in any act that does not promote security, does not encourage, does not enhance the lives of people, that will make them not stick into crime. Because remember that most of these jihadists are scholars in Islam. They are first class scholars in Islam. They all can recite the Quran. So opening Islamic school for them does not stop them, from joining a sect, a violent sect or banditry. How to end it is simply by channeling resources into ending poverty, promoting social justice, ending malnutrition, encouraging positive behavior, promoting security in the local communities, and funding agriculture heavily so that people can go back to their farms. I'm calling upon the DSS, the federal government, to see now, I think you can see it's so obvious that this country is highly politicized along ethnic lines. So long as Nnamdi Kanu is in that prison, is in that cell, and most importantly, has been there for 4 years, even if somebody is guilty, is that person supposed to be in cell for 4 years? Let's stop deceiving ourselves. In fact, it is obvious that there are two laws, one for the North, one for the South. In fact, there are two laws in Nigeria, one for Nigeria and one for the North.
So guys, you can see that Nigerian governments don't know what they are doing. What is the essence of this Islamic school that DSS built in Kaduna State? Would this thing promote security? I keep on asking myself, what would this school do for Nigeria when it comes to insecurity? Because insecurity is the talk of the town in Nigeria. Look at what is happening all over Nigeria. Almost all the states, these bad guys has taken over all the states. And then DSS boss is building Islamic school in Kaduna State. Is that what the North need now? Instead of pushing that money to building schools, it is better he even build healthcare centers, create employment, because building healthcare centers, you will create employment. And all these bad guys, all these Boko Haram will repent and make good use of their life than wasting people's life on a daily basis. This is how to promote security and not channeling the money to something that will not promote security in Nigeria at all. Now look at what is happening while Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention for 4 years now. Honestly, tell me, if Nnamdi Kanu was a northern man, they won't even hold him in detention for even a minute. Because yes, now that is how Nigeria works. Because it's an Igbo man, they had to hold him for 4 years, and trust me, they are not even ready to release him. They are not even ready to release him. After colliding with the former person that was presiding over the case, I just like this new judge. We're just praying that this new judge will take up the case well and preside over the case very well. When Binta Nyako was presiding over the case, like Nnamdi Kanu, they'll be adjourning the case to for months. But recently, this case, it happens every two days, and we are seeing improvements. So what I'm trying to say is DSS boss is not supposed to build Islamic schools because the north, if you go to the north, there are many Islamic schools. He's supposed to channel that money. And then what is the business of a DSS boss? Like, is DSS boss a military is he into education? That's what people are asking. That's what Nigerians are asking. Is he into education? What is his business with education? He's using his personal money. Why does he use that money and cover away all these, cover away all these bad guys? Why does he use that money and wipe out insecurity in Nigeria? Because he can actually use that money and build things that can detect where these bad guys are. I'm going to play a video of what happened yesterday. You guys know that this period students are writing WAEC. So a lot of things happened yesterday. That's why Nigeria is not safe. In fact, we are getting to that point that Nigeria cannot be redeemed. The way Nigeria is going, I don't think it can be redeemed. Because look at what happened yesterday in the evening or in the morning. Well, I think it was in the evening when WAEC students, we are coming to write the exam. Look at what happened. They kidnapped WAEC students. This thing is happening in Oji River, Enugu State. Nowhere is safe again, no. Nowhere is safe. DSS boss said we should protect ourselves. It's the same person that is building schools for Islamic people. What happened? Many soldiers has come out to say that they lack ammunition. It's not that they cannot face these bad guys, but these bad guys have more weapons than them. Who wants to buy? Why don't they use that money and provide ammunition? Why must he want to waste it? This is to tell you what is happening in Nigeria. They are just colliding to, do what is in their mind. Why don't you use that money to provide ammunition and give these people you're sending to the war front with bare hands? Because they don't have enough ammunition to face these bad guys. They have come out to complain. In fact, they send these soldiers to the war front without treating them well. Go to 44. You will see many soldiers that are dying. Many injured soldiers. They cannot treat them. They will leave them. In fact, I'm going to play. If you don't worry, you're going to see all these things in this live section. Just stay tuned. Guys, look at it. What happened in Oji River this morning. This is to tell you the height of insecurity in Nigeria. Everybody is not safe in this country again. Look at what they did to students. They are going to school. Guys, take a look.
I'm just saying, no. But then when I am to escape, or does a man will escape? They targeted them now. So I think they left this one now. Hello? Oh, one guy walk at the okay. Oh my God. I'm the guy come. I want to come and go Okada. Where do you show you wife? Show you wife. Thank you. Yes. Oh my. I don't know.
Yeah, but Maka has to an issue now.
Man, how about over here? I'm just saying, no. But then when I am to escape, or does a man will escape? They targeted them now. So I think they left this one now. Hello? Oh, one guy walk at the okay. Oh my God. I'm the guy come. I want to come and go Okada. Where do you show you wife? Show you wife. Thank you. Yes. Oh my. I don't know.
Yeah, but Maka has to an issue now.
Man, how about over here?
They shot the harassing gun.
I think matched with that.
It was a matched count I saw, no?
About our students.
Hello, and now she was the one driving.
Oh my God. I'm just saying, no. But then when I am to escape, or does a man will escape? They targeted them now. So I think they left this one now. Hello? Oh, one guy walk at the okay. Oh my God. I'm the guy come. I want to come and go Okada. Where do you show you wife? Show you wife. Thank you. Yes. Oh my. I don't know.
Yeah, but Maka has to nation now.
Man, how about over here?
Now they shot the harassing gun.
I think matched with that.
It was a machete count I saw, no?
How about our students?
Hello,
And now she was the one driving.
Oh my God. I want to understand something.
You cannot blame her because they shot a gun now.
I want to understand the person.
How many people there with you?
Male or female?
They stopped you.
I want to understand. So say why in your glass?
One of them.
Yeah, what be next no shoes? What be shoes? That guy.
And what Fulanis? Just out.
So, guys, so you can see what's happening in Nigeria. You can see the level of insecurity in Nigeria. It happened, these bad guys kidnapped girls that were coming to school. It is either they were coming to school or they were going home. They kidnapped them. So now let's talk about what Dele Farotimi said about insecurity in Nigeria. He mentioned it. Let me tell you, this Fulani people has come out to say that they don't use AK-47 to shepherd their cows. He said this AK-47 are given to them. It's on the social media. You can go and watch it. They're no more hiding this thing again. Even the former Nigerian Defense Intelligence Agency director has said that that the DSS knows people that are sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. They know themselves. These people are just colliding, sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. What has been done? In the list of people that are sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria is there. But what have they done? Nothing. But look at an innocent man, because he's an Igbo man. They have kept him for 4 years in detention. And you tell me that there is national unity in Nigeria, that they are practicing one Nigeria or they are practicing unity in Nigeria. Now, if DSS box claims that he's practicing national unity, he should go and do the same thing in the South, whether it's in the South or in the Southeast. He should go and build a church. He should build a church. Let's know that he's practicing national unity. Because I don't understand why DSS boss will use billions of naira and go to the north and build Islamic school. They did not tell you that they need Islamic school because they have many Islamic schools. What are they using it for? They have many Islamic schools. Why don't you channel if you want to help the North, like I said, you can actually build health care centers that will create create employment so that these bad guys can, see jobs. Let me tell you, one of the in fact, this Nigeria, one thing that is very sure is because of unemployment. That is why you see people, involving in different crimes in Nigeria. Security will reduce. All this thing that is happening, all these kidnappers, they will see where to, make their life useful than going about buying and kidnapping people, collecting ransom from people. If there's employment in Nigeria, all this thing will not happen. Look at an innocent man that didn't do anything. All he wants is for the freedom of the Igbos. They have gone to kidnap him, to keep him in detention for 4 years. Someone that did not do anything. But imagine, DSS, look at all these people that are terrorizing Nigeria. What have they done to them? All these people that are supporting banditry in Nigeria, what have they done to them? Nothing. They have not done anything. All these people that are stealing from Nigeria, they have not done anything to them. But look at an innocent man. They have vowed that this man will not leave detention. So, guys, I'm going to talk about this and what Dele Farotimi said. He said that I'm going to still play the video for you guys. According to him, he said it is in the internet that all these people that are terrorizing Nigeria, that their names are there, but then they have not touched them. He even talked about how insecurity came to Nigeria, that APC alone imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone and other country to Nigeria. And then he also said that these Fulani people have also come out to say that this AK-47, that's, they don't use it to shepherd their cow, that they give it to them. I'm going to play a video for you guys to watch. Take a look at what Dele Farotimi said. It is an old video, but he said a lot of things there concerning how this insecurity came, concerning the people that are sponsoring insecurity. Just like the former Nigerian Defense Intelligence Agency director said, that the DSS know the people that are sponsoring insecurity. That's to tell you that these people know what they are doing. The DSS, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Imagine, instead of them to use this money that they used to build Islamic school, they are using it to, instead of them to use this money they're using to build Islamic school to put in important sectors, they're using it to, to build Islamic school. Guys, take a look at what Dele Farotimi said.
So as I started thinking about this, I remembered, I believe that there are many cows in this sorry story. The victims have been treated as cows, or even worse, by those herding, much less than a cow. When they ask where are the cows, maybe we should begin to look in government houses for the cows, because even if you hate us, General Lawumi was on national TV, on channels, and he said on the record that since 2016, a list of sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria had been given to Buhari as the president. I believe that there are many cows in this sorry story. The victims have been treated as cows. So as I started thinking about this, I remembered the narratives offered by Kawu Baraje, former national secretary, I believe, of the APC. This is reported in Business Day of the 2nd of August, 2022. Baraje was speaking at the occasion of his 70th birthday. And he said, on record, that in the lead up to the 2015 election, they, as the APC, imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone, from Mali, from Senegal, from Niger, and from Chad. He was very specific. He did not mention any other ethnic nationality. He spoke specifically of the Fulani. He said they imported Fulanis from Sierra Leone, Mali, Senegal, Niger, and Chad. I'm not sure if we had influxes from Equatorial Guinea or if the ones in other parts were equally invited, but it was specific. And in 2015, a rabid Fulani redentist and a Muslim fanatic was elected president of Nigeria. Baraje was very, very clear in also saying that the people they invited, they also harmed. Let me repeat myself. Go to the Business Day newspaper of August 2, 2022. I am quoting Kawu Baraje. He was part of the foundation of the APC. He was the factional chairman of the breakaway PDP that was part of the foundation of the APC. There are recorded confessions on TikTok, on YouTube, almost every social media platform. You'll find Fulani people telling you. There's one particular one I watched myself where the guy was like, look, AK-47, that they don't use it to shepherd their cows, that these were given to them. He was specific in saying that. He's on record. A friend shared the story with me, and I think he also posted these on social media. Is she rather, a farmer. And she recounted how she was farming somewhere in Oyo State, somewhere around Afijio. I went to school in Fiditi, which incidentally is my mother's village, for those idiots who are saying my mother is Igbo or this. Anyways, in Afijio, if you know Fiditi and his axis, you know that that is on the road to Oyo after this, between Oyo and Ibadan. So that's deep in the heartlands of Yoruba land. And this woman says that immediately after the harvest season, the Fulanis would come. These are Fulanis who have lived in the community for decades. They will come, graze their cattle. In grazing their cattle, the droppings from the cattle would help to fertilize the field, the hooves will break the soil, and it was a mutually beneficial relationship. And these Fulanis would help, and they would give them fura and wara, and people had a mutually beneficial relationship. And when the cows grazed on people's farm, there was also a key, easy way of fixing the problems. They would pay reparations. They had peaceful coexistence. And then this woman told me that after a point, the Fulani came, the leader of the local Fulani who would graze on her fields came to her to say, look, I'm leaving. There are some new Fulanis in the environment. I cannot coexist with them. And the man left with his family, somebody who had lived in the neighborhood well in excess of 20, 30 years. He left with his family. And not long after, there was this new influx of Fulani people who wouldn't even hear any language and were never ready to discuss peace. Every little infraction turned into fights. And these ones were acting more like conquerors than neighbors. She abandoned her farm. This story is over 10 years old. I used to farm, and I had farms in Ijebubo. For those of you who are familiar with Ijebubo, I had farms in Telubomi and Abude, just behind Akoje Farm Settlement. I had cocoa farms running into tens of acres. I was forced to abandon my farm over 10 years ago because of Fulani activities in the neighborhood. Over 10 years ago. The fact is that this has been an insidious conquest. It has happened with the complicity of the state. And because of the complicity of the state, a lot of us have been slow to admit to the fact that Nigeria is in the grip of an insurgency, ably supported by our government and the rulers of Nigeria. General Lawumi was on national TV, on channels, and he said on the record that since 2016, a list of sponsors I believe that there are many cows in this sorry story. The victims have been treated as cows, or even worse, by those herding cows, slaughtered less reverently than they would have slaughtered cows. I see pictures coming out of Bokos. I see multiple pictures coming out of the Middle Belt. I see the pictures coming out of Akure, coming out of Enugu, coming out from almost every part of this beleaguered land. Men and women, children, slaughtered less reverently than cows. So we, Nigerians, who have been denied citizenship, are the ones who have now been reduced to cows. We're treated like cows, as if we don't matter, like our lives count for nothing. What is the value of the Nigerian life if 16 persons said to be hunters in Uromi caused national outrage, rightly so, but the gruesome murder on a daily basis of more people has been normalized as though they are not humans? A state exists. Its president is on a vacation in France, even working vacation in France, but the president of France is visiting Egypt. Make it make sense to me, because I don't understand these things, but in the country that the person governs or pretends to govern, people are being slaughtered with nary a reaction, and we are still asking, who are the cows? Apparently, the Nigerian is less than a cow in the eye of the Nigerian state. Much less than a cow. When they ask where are the cows, maybe we should begin to look in government houses for the cows, because even if you hate us so much, shouldn't you worry that the country you are pretending to govern has been turned over to foreign invaders who are brought in for political purpose? How long do you think this cycle that you have energized is going to last before there is a blow up? Exactly how long do you reckon it's going to last? Everywhere you turn, people are being slaughtered. Truth is, I would like to say like cows, but the cows would appear to have privacy over human beings in the Nigeria that has been built under the watch of the APC. There is nobody else to blame for this. This is on the table of the APC. This is not just about Tinubu. It's not just Tinubu. It's the APC. Everyone, and when I say APC, a lot of those who are responsible for this have left APC today. They've gone back to their PDP, or they've gone to the SDP like that short monkey from Kaduna. Where are they today? Also, essentially, this has been done with the sanction of the political class. Nigeria is under attack. Let's be clear. Let us be clear. This is a state-sponsored war of conquest against the Nigerian people by foreign Fulanis brought into this country by the APC. That is the gospel truth, the stubborn truth. And the sooner we all wrap our brains around this and begin to demand that the APC and the government, whether you are APC, whether you are PDP, it doesn't even matter. If you are in a position where you are meant to be the protector of the people because you are functionaries of the state, whose first duty is the protection of the people, it shouldn't matter where this threat is coming from, who brought it in. The reality is that Nigeria is in the grip of a war of conquest. The state is failing. It is failing horribly. At a time when the state is under attack by persons brought into the country by those who are governing the country today, the president is away on holiday. The director of the DSS is telling us that we are the ones who protect ourselves. Jackson, who fought back in self-defense because his life was in imminent threat, not just threat, he was already stabbed, overpowered his attacker and stabbed back, and our Supreme Court sentenced him to death. If that wasn't self-defense, what is? So, in a situation where the foreign invaders have been offered immunity and impunity, what is the lot of the Aborigines? Our forests are not they're not no man's land. Those are sacred forests. They belong to some people. They are lands belonging to people. When you brought foreign terrorists, people who had no land of their own, to come into our country to come and take land, you become complicit in the multiple murders that have taken place in pursuit of their purpose. No wonder they were saying that we should ask our president what he agreed with them. Nigeria is under attack. There is no sugarcoating it.
So, guys, you heard what Dele Farotimi said. Let's talk about some of the things he said. According to him, he said DSS told Nigerians, yes, he told Nigerians that we should protect ourselves. And then he talked about a story of a man that his life was under threats. And then, these bad guys have been threatening his life. And then when he tried to do back, when he revenged, they sentenced him to death, they sentenced him to death. Guys, can you imagine what is happening in Nigeria? So all these things that is happening in Nigeria, honestly, who are we? I don't want. It's not even about Tinubu. It's not about just like now. We have delivered to me said that all this thing is about the APC. It's not even about Tinubu. According to what Dele to me is saying, he's saying that the APC are the ones that brought these foreign terrorists from Sierra Leone, from Chad, from Niger to Nigeria. They brought and not a different people. They brought in strangers. That's what I would call it, strangers, to take over lands in Nigeria. Guys, can you imagine? They brought them from Sierra Leone, from Niger, and from Chad, and some other countries he mentioned to take over Nigeria, to terrorizing. Just like, like I said before, all these people that are terrorizing Nigeria, they know their self. It is not hidden again. It is out. But what are Nigerians doing about it? What is the president Tinubu doing about it? What is he doing? In fact, Tinubu has clocked 2 years. He clocked 2 years, May 27th, 2025 in office. What has he done? Of what benefit? What has Tinubu done as he has not even scored 10%, 10 over 100. He has not done it. What is even the 10%? Because I don't understand. Now look at what the insecurity is everywhere now. The new minimum wage they increase. Can it even be enough to take care of a baby? Not to talk of families, not to talk of an adult. It's not enough to even I don't even see anything that Tinubu has done. What he has done is just to increase insecurity, to increase hunger, to increase hardship. 70,000 naira we have even there are some people that have not started receiving the 70,000 naira self. Trust me, some people are receiving 30,000 naira in some states as salary. In Nigeria, what can 30,000 naira do for someone? The kind we begged for 70,000 naira, and then we have seen the 17,000 is not even enough because cost of living is high. It's high in Nigeria. But then your government don't want to know because they don't have you at heart. They don't care about your welfare. What they care is for their personal gains and their pockets. That is what they're after. Their personal gains and their pockets. They are not doing things to make your life better. Trust me. Because if they are doing things to make your life better, when you go out to protest, they will hear you. But now in Nigeria, when you go out to protest, we can't even talk. That's the worst of it. But it's in the constitution that we can talk. But now in Nigeria, we can't even talk. When you go out to talk, they will arrest you. So you can see what is happening. This is 2 years, but he has not done anything. Just like Dele Farotimi has said, those people that are terrorizing Nigeria, everybody knows them. But what have they done? What has the president done? What is he doing about it? Yes, because they are in support of what is happening in Nigeria. They are in support of insecurity. The Sultan of Sokoto has, praised DSS for what what DSSG did by building Islamic schools. He has applauded him. Imagine that. But look at the way Fulanis are destroying people's farm. None of them has come out to say, or to say that, to talk about the matter. There was this guy, there was a soldier that came out that called out fearlessly, called out Major General A.E. Abubakar, the deputy commandant, to say he's a bad leader. Look at what is happening. This is another matter of building schools for Fulani. This is another matter of building schools for Fulani. According to this soldier, he came out fearlessly to, expose Major General A.E., that's the deputy commandant, to say that he's a bad leader, that he's busy building schools for Fulani. Why these same Fulani people are destroying people's farm, raping people's wife, raping girls, killing people on a daily basis, buying a lot of people, but he's busy building schools for Fulani inside the bush. What is his business? Is he a politician? I'm going to play this video for you to listen to what this guy said. This guy said a lot of things. He called out he sent a message to the deputy commandant, that is General Major A.E. Abubakar. Imagine that. Look at what is happening in 44. Guys, I don't know if you guys have heard. Look at, we have seen many videos of the ones that don't even have legs. These armies they send to the war front. We have seen many videos of the one that don't have leg. Any small injury, they'll go and cut off their leg because they don't have money for treatment. You know, according to what this soldier said that you will see drugs in 44. But then when you tell them to give it to them, they'll say that they are meant for officers. They're not meant for them. They are meant for officers. People that they send to the war front, why them they are, in good houses, they are buying houses, they're in AC. But these people they send to the war front, come rain, come sun, they'll be suffering. Some stay how many years? They will not have any help for them. They don't have plans for them. Let me just play you this video of what this guy said about, Major General Abubakar A.E. Guys, take a look.
They report the case to your table, you not do anything. When the people of Mangu begin the attack soldier, when they attack us that very night, they think say we na armor. They don't know say we be special forces when the council waiting uncountable. You not do anything. When Fulani begin the attack villages upon villages, you they hear them, the case they enter your table, you not do anything. I look and say, this man, this GOC, wait it be a mission. The villages they cry say Fulani, they attack their village. They burn their houses. You now they do contract. You are a military personnel. Wait till concern military personnel concern project. When Fulani they destroy people, they burn people's house. You people are busy building school for Fulani and boyhood for Fulani. Then the villagers the verse of us say army. They know they see you now the verse of you. They stone us. They know they stone you. Wait till concern army work, concern political work. You know, as when I don't rubbish the army, why the insecurity not go finish for Nigeria? Una keep quiet. When the villagers they cry to our hearing, say Fulani they kill them, they burn their houses. Then you people are engaged in building school for inside bush for Fulani, building borehole for inside bush for Fulani. We go cut now. You go stay for AC. I just they look you. You come down. The people of Jos, they cry say Fulani they kill them. Then you now they collect contract. They build borehole for Fulani. They build school for Fulani. How they go tell like soldiers? How they go tell like the army? But not be you now. What did they pay me? Not be you now that they rush. Not be you now that they stone. Not be you now that they cost. Now we, the laborers, we want to don't talk to laborers. Now we, those people they stone. Now we, those people they cost. They're not the cost you now. Now from there, I for hate you as an officer. How villagers go to complain of about Fulani problem, destroying their farm, killing them and burning them. Then now come they collect contract. Now come they build school for Fulani for bush. Come they build water for Fulani for bush. And what you don't do? Una not build any rehabilitation center for the people of Jos where Fulani don't destroy their houses. But now they go about. Come they build borehole for inside bush for Fulani. They build school for Fulani. Fulani they go school. I will stay one day. Now me when I dey here, now me enter that place. Now me with my boy, now we enter that bush. Go supervise people when they decorate that place. I see what you na right. Say military civil project. What they concern now with military civil project? What they concern now with civil work? What the politicians supposed to contract when politicians supposed to do? Army general come to do them. Not be politicians now, they use Nigeria to take the place. So now where I for hate you and I go drag you out. Now me talking. Go check that list for inside Mangu local government. Now me, my name dead there. Now me be the same person. When I create that problem, now me see they talk to you so. You are a bad leader. Major General A.E. Abubakar, you are a bad leader. You don't destroy Plateau State. Now, you don't enter Meduguri. They come make you the theater commander. Attack begin to happen here and there. Who are you? Major General A.E. Abubakar. You are a wicked officer. You people bad. You are not ready to make Nigeria good. Only way you know. Now to they go each place. they become commanding officer waka, they collect una money for pocket. Did you know how many property you get for Nigeria? How much is Osara and how much is the entitlement? Your appointment, what you they get for there? You don't get house. And you, even your children, your wife, they are going to better school. So that when you they push, go die. They don't get that thing. How many soldiers die under your command when you be GOC? What do you do? Did you give a clearance command that they should clear everywhere? Because you are Fulani, you not Fulani, you they support Fulani. Fulani go bomb people out, they go kill people. You don't get anything when you want to do. You just go do eye service. Put us there. Go they suffer for inside the conscience. You go they enter AC the waka. I blame politicians when they give you now the upper hand. When they don't listen to other, they listen to another. They don't know say now they for Nigeria one by one. Now they for Nigeria by number.
So, guys, you heard what that soldier said. You heard what he said. Are we going to doubt this soldier? We have seen many soldiers that has come out to accuse their superiors, to insult and blast them, saying that they are bad leaders. Are we going to doubt them in this case? Nigerians need to look into this accusation, because Nigeria has not turned to that country that anyone can wake up one day and, point hands at, anybody and accuse them of anything, and then no one is saying anything about it. Even the person they accused is not even saying anything about it. These people need to come out and clear the air of this accusation. Look at what is happening. Why will they be building schools for Fulani inside the bush when these same Fulani people are destroying people's home, causing a lot of violence in this country, buying a lot of people? Why would they want to, why would they build schools for Fulani? Guys, look at what is happening. This is really so bad. They have not even said let them even build homes for people that displaced, people that these Fulani people displaced. Okay, all this money that they are using, why don't you buy ammunition for these soldiers? Why don't you treat them well? Why don't you treat people that you send to war fronts? Why don't you treat them hard? They don't have plans. Just like this guy said, he goes around, becoming GOC of different places just to collect money. It's not like they have plans for them at all. This is what is happening in this country. We have seen a lot of soldiers that have come out to say pump and plain that we are suffering. We don't even feed well. We don't feed well. You need to see the food they give them in the bush. I watched a video. If you see how water, I couldn't even differentiate between water. It looks like it was so disgusting. This is what these soldiers eat inside the bush. Some go as far as eating cassava inside because they are hungry. These people don't feed them well. And the worst of all, they send them to fight without giving them weapons. But this man, Abubakar, according to what the soldier said, he said this man is building schools for Fulani people. Guys, trust me, ever since this insecurity matter has been happening in Nigeria, especially the fact that these Fulani guys, these bad guys, Fulani terrorists, are, coming down to the south, to the southeast, even the ones that is happening in the north, especially the ones happening in the south, the southeast, they are not, none of the northerner has come out to say, to address the matter or to caution their people. None of them. It's only when they will revenge back. Just like I saw a video of IPOB soldiers. They were, shooting cows. That is the only time that they will come out and, condemn the act. That's when they will come out to say that the Igbos are doing this one. They want to make it a religious war. They want to, put the Christians into the matter. When we go to, when they will revenge back, that is when you will see them coming out. That is when you see the president coming out to say things about it. But the ones that have been doing to us, nobody has come out to say anything about it. And you tell me that Nigeria is getting better or Nigeria will be better tomorrow. Nigeria is getting to that place, like I said, that will not be redeemable. You cannot redeem. For me, now the way Nigeria is going, I don't believe Nigeria will be better. Because every system, both the DSS, EFCs, all of them are all corrupt. The Nigerian, just like what Dele Farotimi said, Nigerian governments, they are the ones sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. They are the sponsors of insecurity in Nigeria. Because tell me why they will not, react when all this thing happen, when all this thing is happening. It's not even about reacting. It's about working towards it. Why won't they work towards it? Look at the DSS now. Money they are supposed to use to build things, to improve security, to help in security, to help promote security in Nigeria. What is he using the money to do? He used the money to build Islamic schools in the north. Is that what is at hand? These people don't know what insecurity is doing to Nigeria. They don't know what insecurity is doing to Nigeria. Do you know what it means to lose loved ones? But these people don't care at all. Just like a report that Amnesty Nigeria, just like a report from Amnesty Nigeria, people die every day. People lose their life every day. This is what Amnesty Nigeria said. This was their report. It says here 10,217 by 672 villages sacked in 2 years of Tinubu's government. Amnesty International, this was their report. I'll take it again. It says 10,217 killed, 672 villages sacked in 2 years of Tinubu's government. Amnesty International. Guys, believe me, this is more than it. It's not just this Amnesty Nigeria, they don't know what they are reporting. This is more than it. Ever since Tinubu became the president of Nigeria, insecurity increased. This 10,000 self probably should even be the amount of people that lose their life in weeks. In weeks, in days. Because it's more than that. This is not a correct report. This is what is happening in Nigeria. Just 2 years of Tinubu's tenure. 2 years of Tinubu. Look at many people that have been killed because of these bad guys. And then, instead of the DSS to cooperate with the military, to cooperate with the police, in fact, the police itself is another, I don't understand that department at all. What they know is how to extort money. The police, in fact, we have seen viral videos of policemen. The other time, just because of 500 naira, a policeman had to bust a tire of a truck. Because of 500 naira, he had to bust, because of the man, the guy driving the truck refused to give the man 500 naira. He had to shoot his tire. And trust Nigerians, they did not even accept, they did not agree with him. The DPO had to buy tire. If you see crowd of Nigerians with people saying that if this policeman doesn't buy another tire for this man, that they're going to buy him there. Nigerians are angry. The DPO had to buy do you know how much is tire now? Had to spend thousands of naira just to get a tire for this man. The police, I don't even understand that department, that agency at all. What they know is how to extort money. We have seen many of them. Even the one that was begging for 5,000 naira, that was saying, he did not know that the man was videoing. He wanted to extort 5,000 naira from the man, and the man sent it to him, but he did not know he was videoing. What are they saying about all these things? Is it that the president is not seeing all this thing that is happening? Is it that they're not seeing all this thing that is happening in social media? But they have decided to keep silent because they know what they are doing. They don't care. What they know is, how to win the next election. That's what they know. That is their motive. That is their motive in this country. They don't care about the people's welfare at all. So instead of the DSS to cooperate with the military, with the police, to fight insecurity, trust me, the DSS alone, if they want to help Nigerians, if they truly want to help Nigerians, the DSS alone can curb away all these bad guys. They can curb away all these bad guys. They can curb insecurity in Nigeria. The DSS alone, not to talk of when you combine the military, combine all of them. And without the government sponsorship of these bad guys, insecurity can be wiped away in Nigeria. But because of they have missions, if it's happening, they don't even care. Rather, they sponsor them. These people are not even hiding it again. These bad guys. They say this AK-47 that they are holding now, where did they get them from? These people are just, headers. Where did they get that kind of money from? Where did they get it from? Headers that have not even seen food to eat. Talk more of getting a gun. These things, they give them these things. It is there. They come out to say they give them these things. They said, do they use this AK-47 to train their cows? Do they use it to shepherd their cows? So guys, you can see what is happening. I'm going to play a video of a Yoruba man. He said a lot of things. I just want you guys to calm down and listen to what this man have to say, and then I'll be right back. Guys, take a look.
First things first, I've been saying to people, whether anybody likes it or not, that nobody can stop Biafra. No human being can stop Biafra. No human being can stop the sun from shining, whether you like it or not. No, it's not. See, Biafra is a spirit. I'm a Yoruba man. I have the spirit of Oduduwa in me. If you kill me, you cannot kill my spirit. Nobody. So Biafra is a spirit that no human being can conquer. You can't conquer it. Every Igbo man, whether you like it or not, you're a Biafra. Forget politics. People are not playing politics. No. It's not about politics. It's about the fact. Every man that was born in the East, they have this Biafra spirit in them. I have the Oduduwa spirit in me. Outside would have the Arewa spirit in them. Do you understand? Okay, let me give an example. After the Civil War, you bomb them, you destroy their properties. Then we saw children in videos with kwashoko, big bellies, begging. We saw these videos. Then what did God do for them? God made sure that today they are everywhere, they are where they are, because of that Biafra spirit in them, which no human being can conquer. It's a fact. You know, some people that they are so afraid. I'm not a Biafra. You are a Biafra man. If you are an Igbo man, you're a Biafra man. Peter Obi is an Igbo man. Is a Biafra man. For example, our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, Yoruba man. He said, "Oh, do a man." You can see. I am first an Igbo person, then a Yoruba person, then before I'm a Nigerian. So an Igbo man first is a Biafran, then before he's a Nigerian. That's who he is. You can't deceive yourself. You can be deceiving yourself every time, but the truth will catch up with you one day. I said to people, I said, even if you kill all the Igbo people and remaining one little child, that child is Biafra. That's why it cannot be defeated. They are everywhere now. I did not everywhere. Where do you go that you won't see them? In shops, in marketplaces, all over the world. They're everywhere. So you can't defeat them. So Nnamdi Kanu will only embolden them. Terrorist sponsors are not in detention in Nigeria. People, for example, even Sunday go to Obama that said he wanted to do it. Is free. Then why is Nnamdi Kanu in detention? Do you know what I'm saying? Now listen to me. When Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, did you watch the court proceedings? When he appeared in court and he was speaking boldly. So my best friend is an Igbo person. He called me and said, I've watched the video. I said, what did you see from the video? He said, no, he just saw Nnamdi Kanu speaking. I said, you don't understand spiritual matters. The spirit of Dimodumegojuku was speaking in Nnamdi Kanu that court proceeding. He was very bold. He was telling you, because you cannot try me in this court. It is the spirit of a man that makes a man, not the body. The body can die, but the spirit cannot die. Okay, after the Civil War, why is Biafra still on people's lips today? It's not supposed to die because the spirit refused to die. That's what they don't know. The spirit refused. The body can die. The body is human flesh.
So it's from generation to generation.
No, but yes, now. So whether you like it or not, whether you try to deceive yourself or not, it cannot go. Especially the way you are marginalizing them.
Yes.
You understand? Let me give an example. In education, in journalism, in law, Yoruba people, they are majorly there. That's why you see the NUG and everything, they are in Lagos, in Yoruba land. In military, majorly people that are in military, majorly are the northern people. It's a fact. That's why you see military headquarters is in Kaduna State. In Nigeria, we talk about business, importers. They are majorly the Igbo people. But where is the seaport in Igbo land? That is the question. There's no seaport there. And it is deliberate. Or do you think it's not deliberate? It's deliberate now. So until you make sure that if there's justice, fairness, and equity in Nigeria, then all of us will be able to move forward. But if we keep deceiving ourselves, one Nigeria, this one is better than Nigeria, you are just, you cannot beat a child and ask the child not to cry. You know the truth. One Nigeria, don't say anything. It's just one. It's one Nigeria that looks like a Fulani country. One Nigeria that favors people and does not favor the other people. You understand? Give government seaports. Lagos will be depopulated. Give them seaports in their place. They have their place for seaports. And people will say the Igbo land is landlocked. That's a big lie. The Igbo land is never landlocked. They have sea. Then you can give them seaports so that they can start importing something from their own place. Not that everything will be now considered in Lagos. You know what I'm saying? So these people God has blessed them in business. Because I told people, I said, after the Civil War, I said, if assuming, see, naturally in Nigeria, the poorest people in Nigeria are supposed to be the Igbo people. It's a fact. Because you give some of them 20 pounds, properties have been destroyed, they have nowhere to go. But God bless them, and some of their leaders, especially from, I know Anambra very well. That's why today in West Africa, the amount of billionaires that come from Anambra State cannot compare to anywhere. It's a fact. Go and Google it. In West Africa, Anambra have the highest number of billionaires. They are good in business. What did they do? You serve your guy many years, then after like 6 years, it gives you the shop. Then you go again. That one that then that gives shop today too. Another person come and serve him. That's how they were able to remove themselves small by small out of poverty. Assuming they behave like this outside people, that they were giving people food and be begging. Today they'll be the poorest because they fought a civil war. That's what ordinarily all these beggars that you see here are also naturally be the Igbo people. Is a fact, but they are not because their leaders are able to think and take them out of poverty the way they can. But the government seems to be against them. I mean the federal government. Give everybody, if you give a Hausa man the same opportunity, Yoruba man the same opportunity, give Igbo people the same opportunity, Nigeria will be better than this. But because okay, this is your tripod, and I'll be saying it, Nigeria is like a tripod, these three things. If you remove one out of it, two cannot make it stand. You deliberately remove the Igbo people from them. You now give only Hausa and Yoruba. It's not, no, it's not, I mean, it's not good. It's not balanced. It's not balanced. It was a day one man there was very happy, Yoruba man. He said, Igbo will never become president after Yoruba, after Hausa Yoruba. I said, I want to ask you a question. This useless Yoruba and Hausa and power, what have you benefited from it? Yeah, he said, no, not. I said, then thunder will fire you. You know that you're not benefiting, but you can't even say the truth, you're not benefiting anything from them. You are a Christian, you have the mind of God to tell people that no, this is right, this is not right. We cannot say we are one country and we are against a particular people. No president, to become president is wahala. Let me give you an example. In Nigeria, go and check it, every unitary school. If a Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo man want to write an exam, it's a fact. Unitary school, Yoruba man will they must have like 200 marks to be admitted. Igbo man like 200 marks to be admitted. Hausa man like 50 marks. I'm telling you, this is a fact. In unitary school in Nigeria, all of them. Now, if after somebody 200 marks, another 200 marks, another 50 marks, they now go to school. If there's now a job in federal civil service, in NNPC, in CBN and all those things, the first person to be employed will be that person that have 50 marks. I say the country should go forward. Stop deceiving yourself. Let us pray for Nigeria. You cannot pray for a goat and the goat will now become a cow. Pray for Nigeria. You have been praying for Nigeria for so many years, and it's not working because there is no justice, equity, and fairness. Until there is justice, equity, and fairness, then the country can thrive and move forward, and people will see that Nigeria is working. But for now, there is no justice, equity, and fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. You understand? There's no justice, there's no equity, there's no fairness. People are just deceiving themselves. I don't deceive myself. I'm a kind of person, I tell myself the truth. My father used to tell me, if somebody is deceiving you, it's better. But you don't deceive yourself. You don't deceive yourself. Nigeria cannot work like this. Where you are sidelining a major tribe
and you're making sure that they don't get to power, and by putting incompetent people in power. In 2015, and I told people, and this election, if you make.
So, guys, you heard what that man said. Honestly, that man did not lie in any statements that he made there. He did not lie at all. Will you doubt it when they tell you that Nigerian government is against the Igbos? Will you doubt it? Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in detention? Why is he still there? Look at Sunday Igboho that said the same thing, that is doing the same agitation with Nnamdi Kanu. He's not in detention. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's own a different case? Why is his own a different case? Why is he still in detention till now? These people did a lot of things to Nnamdi Kanu. They blindfolded him, kept him underground. There is nothing they did not do to him. The same Sunday Igboho also wants the freedom of the Yorubas. He's not in detention. Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's on like this? That's to tell you that the Nigerian government, they're against the Igbos. Nigeria can never work if the federal government is sidelining for some parts, for some tribe. You're making sure that, an Igbo man will not be the president. You're making sure that if you go to the House of Assembly, majority of people that are senators, majority are the North, the Yorubas. You will not see, you barely see. If you're to see, I don't think you will even see up to 5 people that are senators. Like there is an Igbo man and there is a senator. I don't know what problem Nigeria have with Igbo people. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from the North or is a Northern man, they will not allow him to sleep in DSS office for even a day or an hour. They will not allow him to stay there. But because he's an Igbo man, they have kept him in detention for 4 years, going to 5 years. This is not fair. In this country can never move forward where there's injustice, inequality. There is no equality at all. Inequality, injustice, selective justice. You do for this side, you not do for this side. Nigeria can never move forward. Just like this man said, you see, Biafra is a spirit. Just like, look at what happened in the Civil War. People of this generation were not even born then, but we are still hearing of Biafra now. That is why it can never die. No matter what the Nigerian government do, Biafra can never die. Even the next generation, the next generation that will still come, they will still talk about it. Biafra can never die. No matter how they put in their effort to make sure that Biafra dies, it can never die. Even the next generation that will come will still fight for the freedom of the Igbos. So guys, you can see what is happening in Nigeria. So that's to tell you that Nigeria can never be better. The way it's moving, Nigeria can never be better. Tinubu just clocked 2 years, like I said. He clocked 8 May 27th. He clocked 2 years, and then nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. I don't even see any difference. In fact, since the Yorubas and the Hausa, the APC has been the president of Nigeria, what has happened? Nothing has changed. There's not even any positive results. It's just to keep borrowing money. What has changed? Nothing has changed. They should allow an Igbo man to sit on that chair. Trust me, this same Tinubu that has not done anything for 2 years is still planning to be the next president in 2027. And you tell me that Nigeria will be better. Let's look at what Isaac Fayose said. He said a lot of things. He talked about, the new minimum wage that they accepted, which is the 70,000 that cannot even be enough to feed a baby. Not to talk of people that have families, not to talk of an adult. Then not to talk of people that have 5 children. Some self have not started even receiving. Look at electricity is luxury. If you have light, you don't know what God have done for you. If you have light, if you have data in your phone, you're rich. You have money. Data is very expensive. Electricity is very expensive. Look at what is happening. Look at what Isaac Fayose said about the inauguration, the 2 years of Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Guys, take a look.
President Tinubu, 2 years in office, has scored them 25%. over 100. Nothing has changed. Local government autonomy that they gave us that we celebrated. Audio. How many local government chairmen don't get money directly now? Nothing has changed. State police now audio. Insecurity everywhere. Go to Benue, go to Plateau, go to Katsina, go to Kogi. Now, kidnapping, banditry, they are ×3 before they came in. Pounds, dollar, they don't go. Pounds this morning is 2,200. Nothing has changed. They said they increased minimum wage, 70,000. Who can survive with 70,000? 30 pounds a month. Who can survive with that? Nothing has changed. They said they gave us coastal road. Out of 700 kilometers, they've only done 30 kilometers. That means it's going to take them 15 years to do that 700 kilometers. Nothing has changed. All we get now is political rascality, bullying people to turn Nigeria to one-party state. Those are the things that are changing. Nothing has changed. It's like they dug open grave for Nigeria. People are dying every day of malaria. They cannot afford drugs. Drugs has gone ×1,000. Lights in Nigeria now is 300% higher than before. Nothing has changed. There are 2 years is politics. Nothing else. Politics. Nothing has changed in 2 years of this administration. Let's not deceive ourselves. Insecurity everywhere. Nothing has changed. EFCC said they recover money. Ask them, where is the money? When they call billions, why are they still going out to borrow money from other countries? Why are they still borrowing money if they have recovered money? Corruption now in Nigeria is ×1,000. Before Tinubu came, corruption was going down. Now corruption has gone ×1,000 in Nigeria. Nothing has changed in the last 2 years. Don't be deceived. Nigerians are having stroke, hypertension, everything. Those are the things that are changing. Nothing. Judiciary is zero. It's government of paddy for paddy now. It's only opposition that is getting judgment. They are only getting judgment against opposition. Nothing has changed. The 2 years has scored them very, very low. All we can see now is campaigning in less than 2 years. Cage opposition, silencing voices. Those are the things that have changed. Nothing has changed in the last 2 years. Emma Paro.
What Isaac Fayoshe said. He said a lot of things. Who can survive with 70,000 naira minimum wage? Who on earth can survive even birds and fowl that they rear? Go and check their food in the market. They can't even survive with it in a month. Can't even fish that you're rearing can't even survive. Not to talk of human beings. All they do is borrow. Nigerians are depressed. Many Nigerians are now committing suicide. Many Nigerians are now committing suicide because of they don't have money to feed themselves. Some are to buy drug now is a problem. You will get ill. In Nigeria, you have to have several works to survive. You have to have in Nigeria, you have to overwork yourself to survive. Tell me whether it's like this in other country. Tell me. And it's not like they have what we have here. It's not like they have what God blessed us with in Nigeria. But look at, with all the things we have, you will see someone overworking he or herself just to survive in a country. You will get ill, you will overwork yourself, you will get ill, you can't even buy a truck. Look at house rent. Landlords, they don't even care if then they have their problems too. They don't care if you have an increment in your salary, they don't care, they will just increase your house rent. Everything is being increased now. President Tinubu has increased everything. Everything, cost of living is so high. I know that one day, Nigerians, each and everyone, will come out. Even a baby will come out. A baby in the store, because their future self is not even safe, will come out and say no, and I will say enough, and I will say enough is enough. One day, all this, Nigerian government think that Tinubu government will feel that they can do what they will do, and then they will get away with it. Because we are protesting and no one is saying anything. We're protesting, they are not, meeting to our demand. They don't want to hear us. One day will come. Each and every Nigerian will come out, Nigerians will come out to say, enough is enough. They will come out and say they are tired of all this thing that is happening in Nigeria. Looking at what is happening, probably a war can escalate. Well, because Nigerians are depressed. You don't want to hear what we are saying. One day, this thing can cause war. And you know what it means? When war escalates, it's not going to be funny at all. So guys, this is all we have for now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates. And also, don't forget to also key in whenever we are live or whenever we drop any trending video. Make sure you click on the video, because we have a lot of updates to share about what is happening in Nigeria. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll still come back and update you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. So thank you for joining me in this live section, and I'll see you guys next time.